Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. Get ready with me for school. So, guess who's singing with the tenors? So, we started our first song, yesterday in choir. And so, when you do, your first song, you typically have to, do a lot of, changing around, because of the fact that you don't know if those people are actually going to sound good together. And some people could move around and be sopranos or altos, so, or in my case, tenor. So now I'm singing with the tenors again, so yay. Also, completely unrelated, is anyone else's halo glow splitting? Do y'all see this? Why is it splitting? Why is the lid splitting? I have no idea, but I'm worried that this lid is just gonna completely fall apart and then I'm not gonna know what to do. So yeah, now I'm singing with the tenors, which is where I ended last term. So I don't know, I guess I have a tendency to sing lower than, even though I have higher notes in my range, I just have a tendency to sing lower. So back with the tenors, you guys, which is fun because a lot of my favorite singers are tenors, so it's fun to be able to sing their songs because they're within a comfortable range, or at least in a range that I continue to go back to. So we also did our drama thing yesterday that I was telling you guys about yesterday, and I got a good group and we got a good story. We got Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but it was a little bit difficult because some of us didn't fully remember the story, so we had to I don't know. So, but anyway, people got it, so that was the good part, and it was fun. It was a fun thing to do. I got to be one of the dwarves, and I got to be the reflection in the I got to be the one looking in the mirror, and then we had a reflection staring back. It was really good. We did a good one, so I really liked my group, and I really liked my story. So I was just listening to a song from Sing, which made me think of kids movies, and so how interesting it is to watch a kids movie when you're older. I was gonna say adult, but even just as a teenager, because I watched the second Sing movie and I was 14 or 15, I think. And so I was already a teenager. Obviously I'm not an adult, but I was a teenager. And I feel like certain characters that maybe wouldn't bother you as a kid bothers you more when you're an adult, or at least a teenager. Because even watching something like Lab Rats, Principal Perry used to bother the heck out of me. I couldn't. But kids would be oh, that's funny, teacher or principal that hates the students, that's funny. Same with Drake and Josh, Miss Hafer, annoying as all get out, but teacher that hates student, funny apparently to kids. Same with Megan. I can't stand Megan, but to kids, evil sister, that's funny. So I don't know. So I just find it interesting that certain things that you would tolerate as a kid, you might not tolerate as much when you get older. And I don't know if it's just tolerate or if it's more liking, you know what I mean? If you would have found it interesting now, or if it's only something that kids find interesting. Okay, so I also promised a story of why short girls don't go to standing concerts, so I thought I would go ahead and do that today. So, as many are probably well aware, because I think I've mentioned it the past couple Get Ready With Me's, I went to see Drake Bell in concert over the summer, and he only does standing venues, or I don't know if he only does standing venues, but the venues we went to were, the venue I went to was obviously standing, and a lot of other ones that I've seen in videos were standing. So this short girl wanted to go to a concert, and so we get there to the venue, and no one tells you this. I think it's an unspoken concert rule. Is it's almost kind of going to the airport in the sense where it's if you have a flight that's an international flight or whatever, you typically go like at least an hour or two. I think it's 2 before your flight. That's like something like with concerts. It's like if you have a concert that starts at like 8 o'clock, you need to get there at least like 6. Maybe even earlier. You need to get there early. And that's when your concert starts at. Because otherwise, you're not going to be like in the front of the line and you're not going to get like good. You're not going to get a good spot. Well, your girl did not get there at 6. She got there at like 7:30, I want to say. And like at first it didn't look horrible. Like you would see the line and it didn't look that bad. Then we actually walked into the venue and it was horrible. Like that line was going and going, and I was like, I'm screwed. I'm not gonna be able to see anything. Because like when people say that they're short, a lot of the times they like don't mean it, or they're like short by their standards. So like if you're 5 feet and above, even if you're short 5 feet, you're still taller than me. I'm not even 5 feet. So I'm standing in this line. Luckily, they gave you something to do while you're standing in this line. They were like, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was with the concert or with his team. But they were like, if you want to write a note to Drake. It was on these little, like, hearts. And like, you want to write a note to Drake Bell? And so I wrote a note, obviously. Because you got to write a note. No one's going to tell you, like, I don't know what people were writing. So I don't know. I don't know if we went to, like, a good concert in the sense where, like, people were, like, really nice, or I don't know what kind of concert we went to, honestly. So I don't know what people were saying, but I was nice. I was being a good person, and I was trying to spread some love and kindness that day. So then, we get into the venue, and we, like, actually get into the venue. So, like, I don't know if anyone's ever, like, been to a concert, and you've seen, like, something like, because, like, Drake Bell had this up on his Instagram, but then I think it was, I don't know where else it was. Like, it said the concert was at 8, like, or it said, like, it just said 8. So it's like, what's at 8? Doors. Doors are at 8. That's what was at 8. The doors opened at 8. So obviously there had been people there that had been there for a while. Finally, we had went into the venue. And then we finally went into the venue. Like, because it was basically, like, a little, like, restaurant area. And then it had, like, a back room where, like, shows happened. So then we went into the back room. And then we were waiting again. And so Drake had 2 openers that day. I don't know if he's always done that. Like, I don't know what other shows, if they had, like, openers or not. But our show had 2. And so I kind of created, like, a little window for myself in between these, like, people's... Because that's one of the things you have to do with short people. Is, like, you have to create some sort of window in between you and then, like, your, like, line of, like, view. Which is kind of annoying. So then, so I created, like, a little window for myself. Like, it wasn't a good window. It was, like, it was okay. And... like, and my dad was telling me, like, Zoe, like, move up, like, a little bit, because otherwise, like, people are gonna come and they're gonna take that spot. And it's like, I was telling him, and like, I got that, because obviously someone ended up doing that, but if I moved even, like, an inch, I would not be able to see anything. Like, the little window I had created would have been gone. It was that bad. And so, I had this tiny little window, and that was just for the opener. That was for the first opener. And he was really good, and yada yada yada, and I was able to see, kind of, and things were great. Then some time goes by, and more people file in, and it's about time for, like, the second opener. And by this time, I think this is actually when the mishap happens that, like, made me so mad that I was about to walk out of the concert. I was about to be, like, not literally, well, maybe literally, because I was so angry. So... around the time of the second opener, like, right before Drake Bell's about to come, like, walk through the doors, there's this couple, this short girl, and then her giant husband, or giant boyfriend, I'm gonna say boyfriend, because I don't know, and she cuts right in front of me, because there's, like, a small amount of, like, room, typically not enough for a person, but by concert standards, yes, it is enough for a person, and she cuts right there, right in front of me. And I was so angry because now, if it was just her, it was fine. But her big old boyfriend is all on top of her. Line of view, gone. But it was a little bit closer to, like, the end of that guy's set. Because I remember, like, Drake was about to come on the stage, which is why, like, I was really getting mad. So anyway, then my line of view gets absolutely obliterated, gets destroyed. I can't see anything anymore. Because now I got a giant, like, probably, like, 6 feet, whatever, guy in front of me. So then my dad tries to lift me up a little bit. Because then Drake walks on stage. Can't see anything. So Dad tries to lift me up a little bit. It works for a little bit, but then he gets tired and I couldn't do it either. And so, basically I'm just not seeing anything. I don't even know how I think I spent, like, the first couple songs of Drake's set just, like, hearing. But, like, that's not what you go to a concert to do. Like, if I wanted to do that, like, you don't go to a concert to just hear. You go to a concert to, like, see. You know what I mean? So, that was kind of a bummer. So, I think it was, like, the first, like, couple songs. I don't really know how many it was, because I know he did, like, at least 3 songs before I saw anything. Maybe a little less. But, okay, I'm sidebarring, like, really fast. But, anyone want to tell me, like, why on earth Drake was, like, wearing a blazer when he was doing these shows? Because keep in mind, it's, like, the middle of summer. The places he's going to are not, like, they're not, like, Arctic weather. They're, like, pretty decent, like, decently hot weather. So I have no idea why on earth this man was wearing a blazer. Because I was in a tube top, and I was hot. And I'm not even the one that's under the lights. Which also, they did not... I think that was all the venue had. Was these lightings? Were these lights? They did not light him well, though. Because it washed him out. Like, heck. Maybe it didn't look as bad for other people. But for me... And in my videos, in my view, oh my gosh, he looked like a ghost. He looked very washed out. So, not a good look. Time to set. Oh, we're changing this song. So, then I guess, like, so, then I couldn't see anything. So I was mad. I was really mad. I was about ready to, like, walk out of that concert. I was not happy. But then, so I'm standing here. I can't really see anything. And then my dad goes to, like, the side. Because they had, like, some, like, I don't know what those things are called. But those, like, things that they put to create lines. Like, create a border. Second setting spray. Like, I have no idea what those things are called. But, yeah. I think that got in my mouth, but it's okay. I don't know what those things are called. But then he went to the side, and he was talking to this guy. Well, little did I know, my dad was actually talking to this guy that ended up, he was the second opener, but he was also friends with Drake. So, that's also pretty cool. But he basically was talking to him, and there were these, like, milk crates right beside, like, right beside them. So my dad basically said, like, asked him, like, hey, can we get a milk crate? Because my daughter, like, she's short and she can't see anything. And he gave us the milk crate, and he was just like, okay, yeah, but just be careful. So then my dad helped me get up on the milk crate and, like, to see what was going on. And, like, I could actually see what was happening. But the thing is, like, security is typically really finicky about things like that because it's, like, a safety issue. And I completely get that. But security walked past us multiple times, did not say anything. And I was finally able to see Drake Bell and enjoy all the music and all the things. And it was beautiful. My legs were sore when I was walking back down, but in the moment I was happy. But I did learn a valuable lesson of why short girls cannot go to standing concerts, or at least they cannot be late to standing concerts. One eye done, one eye to go. Lip time. And so that's how I learned the very valuable lesson of, like, if you're gonna go to a standing concert as a short girl, make sure to get there early by concert standards, which means make sure to get there like at least an hour or 2 hours early if you have the means to. Otherwise, you probably will not be able to see. But if you are stuck in that situation, try to make the best of it and advocate for yourself, or have someone try to advocate for you. My dad found me a box crate, or milk crate. Find someone who will get you a milk crate or something to stand up on so you can see. Or try to have a tall friend film it for you or something. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a blessed day. Have a great day. Jesus loves you, and I love you. Bye-bye.